Hey, today I've got a question that I have been asked quite a lot recently, so I thought I would cover it in our Travel Tuesday Q&As. So the question is, if I apply for a travel card, isn't that going to reduce my credit score? Here's the thing. Temporarily, yes, but give it a month and it's actually going to raise your credit score. So here's why. Here's what happens when you apply for any credit card. They're going to check the credit report that you have with one or more than one of the three credit bureaus. And we've all had drilled into us that don't let anyone check your credit because it's going to reduce your credit score. Now, when they do check your credit, there may be a temporary drop of like 5 to 10 points in your credit score because of that check. And no, you don't want to be constantly having your report, your credit pulled. But to apply for a credit card every so often is perfectly fine. And under my system, you don't need to have a ton of credit cards. You just need to have a few and then know which cards to use for your everyday spending. So this is not a problem. Now, here's why it ultimately raises your score. And that's because when you open a new card, you've had some credit extended to you. It might be $2,000, it might be $20,000, it might be more than that. And so anytime credit is extended to you, that's a benefit to your credit because that tells the credit bureaus that a bank has deemed you worthy to loan money to extend credit to. And that's a positive for them. And so a big part of your credit score is how much credit has been extended to you compared to how much debt you owe on that credit. So the more credit extended to you, the better. That's going to raise your debt to credit ratio, is what we call that. And that's a super important part of your credit score. And this is why people who do have a lot of credit cards, not that I recommend that, but people who do have a lot of credit cards, as long as they don't incur debt against that credit, they tend to have really high scores in the 800s. And it's because of all this credit extended to them. So, yes, you may have a temporary drop by 5 to 10 points, but then you may see your credit jump, 20 to 30 to 40 points, depending on how much credit has been extended to you. So ultimately, opening travel cards is just going to help your credit. If you can just bear with that temporary 5 to 10 point drop.